Between 70 to 75 mountain bikers competed in this year's Huntsman World Senior Games. This is the second year the time trials have been held at the Cove Wash Trailhead in Santa Clara.
That's right. This is the second day of the mountain bike racing competition. It's the time trial, so it's more of a speed race than anything, and you just see who can finish the course the fastest.
The time trial is kind of nice just because it's individual time. You go out individually, you're not racing against people when they take off.
Those getting ready to compete in this sport say they enjoy the challenge.
You know, it's pretty rocky, you know, so like I said, it's kind of more of a skills quest for me than it is a time trial. You need some front wheel lift skills in just a couple places, and I don't really have those.
74-year-old Joe Garuccio of Sandy, Utah, recently had hip surgery, but she says she's ready to take on the trail.
Well, my hip doesn't hurt at all. Even, you know, people asked me that on the real rocky sections yesterday, and kind of how was your hip? It's kind of like my hip was not the problem. My head was a bit of a problem, you know, because I lack a little confidence. I haven't ridden as much this summer.
Joe is a lifelong triathlete and only recently began challenging her talents on a mountain bike.
Many triathlons on the road, around the world, around the country, and then I started doing mountain bike triathlon, but it was like, you are going to learn to do this if it's the last thing you do.
Riders made sure their bikes were ready for what is being dubbed as the barrel roll ride, which winds through a narrow trail both up and downhill.
It's not really technical. We are just doing the lower half of barrel roll, which is like one big circle with a little tail on the end, like a tadpole. It's got a little bit, you know, a lot of climbing at the beginning and then a lot of downhill, a few chunky places, but nothing technical.
Most mountain bike riders love the challenge of the ride. For some, this is their first year at the World Senior Games.
My first time at the Huntsman Senior Games. I was here last year for a reunion and with some friends and heard about the games and desired to, I'm a mountain biker, so I signed up and came back.
The time trials were broken into 3 categories: beginners, sports, and expert levels. The higher the rider's level, the more times they had to repeat the course. Riders were each given a countdown and allowed 30 seconds before another rider started out. Onlookers and supporters lined the trail, cheering them on. Riders started at the bottom of the trailhead, making an uphill ride all the way to the top. The trail was a bit rocky as it wound around through the desert sagebrush. While some riders do it for the competition, others just do it for fun.
The challenge, the freedom, the work to climb a mountain, and then the thrill to come down the mountain.
Having a purpose like the Huntsman Games to be able to work towards and to be able to compete with others and check your status or progress with others is very beneficial.
It's just the friendships, the people that you meet along the course and those friendships that you develop that last for a long time.
And the trail.
And the trail is super fun. St. George riding is awesome.
And those who challenged this course say it was a little difficult.
It's hard. I'm glad I only had to do 2 laps, not 3. It was fun, very fun. Nice day, nice trail, great people. They're so polite on the trail.
It was hard. There's a bit of uphill, and then the second half is downhill. You can recover a little, but you still want to push it, so you get the fastest speed, obviously, and you get a good result.
It was good. And I'm glad it's done, but it was really good. And I am always grateful for these games. They keep me active and moving, even if it burns.
Finished clean.
What does that mean?
That means I didn't fall. I kept the rubber side down the whole time.
In the end, most of these competitors say they'll be back again next year, like Ray Fabracci, who's in his 80s.
You get old because you quit, so gotta keep moving.